Good afternoon, Coded Friend .001 listeners. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day outside. Monitor's working. I hear myself in the background. Let me click that down just a touch. So we've forced a situation where Irish Demon had to run for help, and the Grifters have assembled. It's the FLF lifestyle. Fat, lazy fucks. They're all going to assemble soon. We were anticipating that, what's his name? J.L. Warren would be Demon plays the damsel in distress after a pathetic troll gets called out. There's a community post on the codedfriend.001 community page. Demon said, "There's no fucking way we found a phrase of him using wind up. It took 11 fucking minutes to find it, dude. It's a catchphrase you use quite often. It took 11 minutes to find it. Hold on here. Virgo Wraith is in the chat, and she's put in Galatians 5:19 through 21. So let's see what little girl is up to. Galatians 5:19, 21. Oh no, 5. What do we got here? Galatians 5:19 through 21. My bad. So this is 5:19 through 21. Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality. Isn't that what you tune into on a nightly basis, on an everyday basis, over at the Welsh News Network? Impurity, sensuality. That's what's going on at the Welsh News Network. Idolatry. That's what's going on at the Welsh News Network. Sorcery. Well, they're claiming to be pagans over there. Enmity, that's exactly what they create. Look at the way they treat Chile. Strife, that's exactly what they create. Jealousy, Dan is so fucking jealous of Chile. It's crazy. Fits of anger. It's a good thing Demon told his audience when he reviewed my last stream that I was angry, because nobody ever would have picked that up on their own. Rivalries. Dan is so engaged in a rivalry with Chili, who's blowing Dan away in fucking subscribers, views, and monthly revenues. Subscribers, views, and monthly revenues. Chili is, even in jail, Chili is thumping the fucking tar out of Dan. Dissensions. Hasn't Dan called Blecka a herpes-ridden whore? Doesn't Dan talk about Blecka bending over and blowing her butt plug out her ass? I mean, come on, Virgo Rafe, you're describing the Welsh News Network perfectly. Drunkenness, isn't that drunk Dan? Let's finish the ball. Blacka's 19-year-old son is living too sheltered a life. His grades are too good. He should drink more often. Orgies? Isn't that what goes on in your Discord shit? Blacka's box of toys? Isn't that what Black is used for? Look, if Demon wants to say I attack women, let him say it. Black is not a person. She's a character. If you didn't pick that up, I don't even refer to her by her name. I don't take her fucking seriously. If you didn't pick up that Black is just playing a character a year ago when Dan pulled his fake coronary and was hospitalized, preventing him from flying his personal Learjet, which we then found out he doesn't have a Learjet, over to America and scooping everyone up and whisking them off to Wales to be measured for suits of armor for the wedding, which is now a year fucking late and never going to happen because it's just a scripted skit. It's character play. So if you want to say I'm attacking Bleka, I'm not attacking Bleka. I'm attacking the anti-anxiety medicated drunk on Discord chat, tits out, acting like a fucking idiot, has to apologize the next fucking day. It's a character. It's not no one at the Welsh News Network is real. They're all characters. Dan, the war hero, character. Shuggy, the Navy veteran, character. How many times has Shuggy been caught bold-faced lying? I mean, Shuggy, you would think Shuggy was a fucking rug. He lies so much. I have no idea why you put up Galatians 5:19 through 21 there, Virgo Rafe, but it does describe what's going on at the Welsh News Network near perfectly. Sue Bear puts in Jeremiah 14:14. Let's see what that has to do. You got this is the reason why Christianity is failing worldwide. Because none of you versify, you pull a verse, you take it out of its context, you don't even know what it applies to, and you just say, "Here, let me stick that in his face." You have no idea what Galatians is talking about. Jeremiah 14:14. Let's see how this one butchers up the scriptures. And the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of nothing, and the deceit of their heart. I've read straight scripture to you. What offended the vast majority of the YouTube weirdos is that I read the chapter from Romans that says the individuals who refused to see the invisible things of God revealed through creation and chose instead to worship the created instead of the creator. Four-footed animals, birds, men themselves. These individuals know the truth, but they deny the truth. They worship the created things instead of the creator. They are turned over to their own lusts, the darkness of their own heart, which means God does nothing more to restrain them from doing the disobedient things they want to do. And part of that is men lying with men and women lying with women. That sexual deviancy is a key indicator that the fullness of transgression has nearly been reached. Give you a great example: the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot went to Sodom. Two angels accompanied Lot. The town folk in the evening, some men came, a crowd gathered outside Lot's house. They wanted to sexually defile the unknown visitors that came to Lot's house. The next day, Lot left. The place was destroyed. That was the indication that they wanted to know them, have sex with them. They wanted to rape strangers. That was the fullness of their iniquity. And the next day, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't destroyed because of that. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because, let me pull up the actual verse so I can read it for you. Bear with me just a second. This is Ezekiel 16:49. And this will tell you why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Okay, so Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone who uses proverbs, and God, through the prophet Ezekiel, is talking to the city of Jerusalem. Behold, everyone who uses proverbs will use this proverb, excuse me, will use this proverb against you, saying, quote, as the mother, so is her daughter. You are the daughter of your mother who loathes her husband and her children. And you are the sister of your sisters who loathed their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, your father an Amorite. Your elder sister is Samaria, who dwells at your left hand, she and her daughters. And your younger sister, who dwells at your right hand, is Sodom with her daughters. Yet you have not walked in their ways, nor done their abominations. But soon you were more corrupt than they in all your ways. As I live, says the Lord Yahweh, Sodom, your sister, has not done, she nor her daughters, as you have done, and your daughters. 49, Ezekiel 16:49. Behold, this was the iniquity of your sister Sodom: pride, fullness of bread, and prosperous ease was in her and her daughters. So also she did nothing to strengthen the hand of the poor and the needy. So, everybody says Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of sexual immorality. No, sexual immorality was just the indicator that the iniquity of fullness of bread and ease of days. Listen up, America. Fullness of bread and ease of days led not to a community that dedicated itself to strengthening the hand of the poor and the needy, but led to a community that used their idle time and ease of life for sexual deviancy. That's it. That's the main reason why I stress James 1:27, because pure religion is simple to practice. To visit the widow, to visit the fatherless in their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. If that simplicity is too much for the listener to handle, then the listener should move on, because railing against that will do you no good. There is no fake false prophecy over here. I am not a prophet. At best, you could call me an evangelist. I am not a preacher. At best, you could call me an evangelist. We're called to go out to the highway, the high trafficked areas, the byway, the cut throughs that have moderate traffic, and the hedgerow, the secret places, the hedge that hides what's on the inside of the hedge. I'm the hedgerow guy. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't care. Don't rail against God, and don't rail against God's word, and don't try to use God's word inappropriately. It will do you no good, Virgo Wraith. Sue Bear. If you want to apply Jeremiah 14:14, Sue Bear, you should bring it back to Dan at the Welsh News Network, because it applies to him, not to me. Dan speaks the things that God never said. God said, be ye sober and not filled with wine wherein is excess. And that excess is indignation, dumb decisions. What God said was, be ye filled with the Holy Spirit, wherein is wisdom. So, you go over Sue Bear, look at Dan, the swill master. Now he's giving liquor away for donations. Go, go, go. The one you should be talking to is the one you follow every day, the one you revel with in sexual impropriety, sexual immorality, rivalry, strife. That's you. And Suber, you may have forgotten that Jesus himself said, "Do not think that I came to bring peace. I came to bring a sword." We're in the cutting away. We're called out. We're to be separate from. We're in the cutting away. Be in the world, but not of the world. Just You are a sad reflection, Virgo Wraith, of the state of Christianity. Suber, you are a sad reflection of the state of Christianity. You too are living examples of why any Mormon, any Jehovah's Witness, any Muslim, any Hindu, any Hare Krishna can run circles around the majority of Christian believers because they've never read the book. You don't understand the book, you don't understand its context, and you versify and throw up verses that apply to yourself in the group you're with more than they apply to anyone here. The Bible's got three things in it: promises to be believed, warnings to heed, and blessings to be received. You should read it from that vantage point. Thank you, though, for giving us an opportunity to talk about the Word of God. We do appreciate that, Virgo Wraith and Sue Bear. Ellen Killian's with us. Walter, Texas is with us. Wants to know if he had a chance to take a shower. Yeah, you do. You did. I pushed back a half hour for you. Wrights On is with us. I'm here. Alan Killian is here. Let me get rid of this. Remove that from the studio. Laura Rader was here and then ducked out, and I see in the live chat she's back on it. Laura Rader says, "Stop getting distracted by irrelevant Bible quotes on this Lord's Day." They're not irrelevant. I mean, they're trying to accomplish something by throwing that out, but they don't know. They don't know what they're doing. The word is a sword, kids. It's a sword. You're holding it by the blade, Virgo Wraith, and you're trying to hit people with the handle. You're not even using it right. Carte Blanche says Demon started a fight in Boston and left Skeptic to finish it. The loser ran away with his tail tucked between his legs. Shiz actually told me that exact story. Where did you hear it from? Miss Mandy says, at Tom Stanopoulos, I didn't run. I love my son. I did what he asked me. Yeah, but get off, Miss Mandy. Fucking, this is not the place to be attacking Miss Mandy. Miss Mandy has made a change. I've seen it. I hope she sticks with it. I hope she continues, to walk the narrow path. And to not react to these idiots. This is not a place to attack Miss Mandy. If you want to do that, go to her channel. If you continue to do it here, I'm probably going to put your comments on hide because I just don't want to see it, and I want to give her the opportunity to make a positive change. I don't know why people are so unwilling to let her do that. Demon did in Demon's stream last night, yesterday, because he had to react right away after I talked about him. He had to react. Demon, your troll was pathetic. You got caught out. The wind him up phrase caught you out right away, and now you have to bring Johnny Plot from the hole into it, right? So we're going to take a look at Johnny Plot from the hole made an offer. And we'll get a look at that. Before we do get a look at that, let's take a peek at what we're up against. Let's see what we're up against here. First off, let's take a look at the Snooze Network, the Schnoozapalooza. The Snooze Boys last night, I guess they overlapped. They were on, and then Johnny Plott from the O Hole came on, and yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And I guess interrupted them, maybe siphoned off their audience a little bit. If you squint just right down here at the bottom, let me see. Yeah, there we go. We have no adult supervision. Let have some fun. These guys, I mean, they must have gotten so fucking shaken yesterday. Their spelling went down the toilet. I've been accused of defanding Miss Mandy because, Irish Steven's a fucking moron. There's no such word as defand. You actually made shit up to say it was a word. You fucking moron. Dildan, we have no adult supervision. Let have some fun. I left it let's. It's the contraction of let us have some fun. Let have some fun doesn't really fucking mean anything. But then again, it's hard to type with all that peanut butter on your hands, right, Hank? 155 views 7 minutes after the broadcast ended. Ooh, we're shaking at the big fucking Titan Welsh News Network. 155 fucking views. You have 11,300 subscribers. Or do you? What's the matter? You couldn't make the payment to have the fucking bots show up, Daddy boy? Or are people just realizing what a fucking bore fest you are? Nobody's listening to you, Danny boy. Apparently, there's an offshoot channel from Johnny Plott at the O Hole. It's called Insomniac Movie Corporation, something like that. It's hard to remember these fucking wingnuts. But Johnny Plott from the O Hole has, I believe, like 14,000 subs, and his Insomniac Movie Fiasco has 260 subs. Nobody's interested in your movie shit, Johnny. It sucks a dick. Your acting is fucking horrible. Johnny has the short video on his own channel, but apparently he was hired to do this. That's why he had to clean up his beard and all that shit. Insomniac Theater or Insomniac Movie Corporation is a fucking beautiful name, dude. It's a beautiful name when it comes to what you're doing with the short clips, because it's fucking dead on apropos. It's a fucking bullseye of a name. Insomniac Movie Corporation. It's the place where dreams go to die. It literally is the place where dreams go to die. Johnny Plott from the O Hole has 262 subscribers there. In 9 days, his feature short film, which he is the star of, got a total of 59 views. Oh, you're really fucking jumping the hurdles and breaking new ground over there, Johnny Plott from the Oh. What happened to Becca's money that she invested with you? It's all gone, right? No return. Dan never said anybody. You just clipped the widow. And Blackus have been hanging around for over a year at the Welsh News Network trying to get her 10% of the fucking charity grift to get her fucking money back. I find it hard to believe that Demon is upset that I poked fun at the character Blacka. The character Blacka. Hello Baby says, I like how Coded gave Irish a break because of his, quote, mental health, while he, Irish, totally attacks Mandy while claiming she has mental issues. Demon is a dick. I 100% agree with that. Demon is a fucking douchebag. He's a little fuck, but that's the fat, lazy fuck life, right? Oh, I'm so angry now. Here, let me try to say it the way Johnny Plott at the O-hole would say it. Well, I guess, folks, that's the fat, lazy fuck life for you. You're a bore fest. You have nothing going on, Johnny Plot from the O-Hole. So you have to try to save Demon's failed troll attempt. But the problem is your acting sucks, dude. If you go over to Insomniac Movie Corporation, you can literally see how bad your acting sucks, which is why you only have 262 subscribers there and 59 views over 9 days. Don't quit your day job, Johnny boy. 155 views at the end, 7 minutes after the end of the broadcast at Welsh News Network last night. And then let's take a peek at Johnny Plot from the O-Hole. The O-Hole. Hold on, let me bring this up here. There we go. This is Johnny Plot from the O-Hole. So right after Johnny Plot from the O-Hole, if you want to catch it, without commentary, you can pop over there. It's it's like an hour and 20 minutes. Johnny Plot from the O-Hole says Irish Demon is a coward? ? Why do you have to ask? You don't know for sure. Coded nonsense? ? Of course you have to ask because you don't know for sure. 14,100 subscribers over at the O-Hole with Johnny Plot. 42 views. What? An hour after it ended, there's only 42 views. But look, there's 102 likes. We may have just found out Dan's how to buy subs and likes coach because you seem to fuck it up the way Dan fucks it up too. You got to buy the fucking views before you buy the likes, or you got to schedule the bought views to hit before the bought likes hit. Otherwise, you look like a fucking moron. You literally look like a fucking moron. 42 views and 102 likes. Where have we seen that before? Right, over at the Welsh News Network. We've caught that a few times. You buying shit, Johnny. You buying shit. You buying views. You bought subs. You're buying views. You're buying likes. You have to be buying likes because there's no way you can get 102 likes on 42 fucking views. And 42 views for a 14,000 fucking subscriber channel. Johnny, it's pathetic. So we thought that the Grifters Assemble would be a force of might. It turns out it's a force of mice. What we need to do is we need to bait J.L. Warren into this. How could we do that? We do have a plan. So look forward to seeing J.L. Warren in the near future. The beard toys. There is a grand book in my Celtic ancestry. It's one of the oldest books in Celtic literature. It's called the Book of the Kells. And there are illumination graphics. All through it are what are called the beard pullers. When the Celts sacked Rome, we were the first to successfully invade and sack the city of Rome. We used a strategy. We formed a column 2 by 2, the Celts, and ran straight at the impenetrable Roman turtle defense. And we kept running men 2 by 2 in a column at their front until we broke through, spilled in, and then we squared up front and back, decimated them. We then went in to loot Rome, and the Stoics in Rome, the Book of the Kells records these images of men sitting face to face, pulling at each other's beards. These were the Stoics who did not give emotional reactions to events. They just sat there pulling on each other's beards. So I can't wait for the beard men to get back together and you guys can pull on each other while we loot your fucking shit. But there's not much here to loot. 42 views. Maybe we'll take a few of your likes. You seem to have 80 some odd extra or 60 extra. You guys are not fucking good at this. You got a grandiose delusion of yourself when you squared up against flat earth retards and fucking uh inhibited intellects like Chili DeCastro. Coded to fans, Miss Mandy. Okay, Irish. Keep jamming Twinkies down your fucking throat, you fat, lazy fuck. You're a fat, lazy fuck. I'm trying to work on not sounding angry so that you can tell your listeners I'm angry. And then the ham and egg rubes that follow you can, believe you when I don't express any anger. But Demon said he's angry, so he must be angry. Oh, man. I'm about as angry as your girlfriend is when you ride around on your candy yellow chick bike or candy apple red chick bike. You're an embarrassment, Demon. Speaking of embarrassments, I think we have one more graphic to go over here. Lost the fluid motion in the real-time chat. Let me get that back. There we go. Johnny O, Irish Demon, and Dan from WNN are close friends and have been for a while. I'm aware of that. Demon and Johnny Plot from the O Hole are the ones who taught Dan how to grift. They taught Dan how to grift. They taught Dan how to cheat the stats, all that shit. They've been Irish Demon. That's where, Dan recognized me in the beginning, throwing fucking money around, acting like a big shot. The $40K he was going to give to Kate at Mass Hall for her legal defense. He, never came through on. The $10K he was involved with Johnny O and Irish Demon in the $10K Chili versus Irish Demon fight, which never happened. It never was going to happen, and you knew that. You did it to chase clout from Chili. They're accusing me of clout chasing, Demon. Why would I clout chase a fucking channel that's less than 20% of the fucking subscribers actually show up to fucking listen to them? Why? Why would I clout chase you, Johnny Plot, at the O Hole when you can't get fucking more than 50 people to show for a live? And I know my numbers are low too. I don't fucking care, I'm not the guy with 14,000 subs who can't get 50 people to fucking show up there, Johnny Plot. AP says zero self-awareness. That applied to Wrangler, a comment about Wrangler. But, I think it's apropos with this fucking crowd. They think they're something that they're not. On the runaway fight thing in Boston, Demon, fucking big, fat, lazy fuck. Shiz used to tell me that Team Skeptic was just looking for a reason to fucking tear Demon apart, because Shiz was always trying to get me to go after Demon, and then she would like hint that Team Skeptic would be there if I needed help. I never went after Demon. I never went after Demon till he started grifting off a dead guy. These people are just fucking stupid, and they're all fucking pretend. They're all pretend. Let me get this one last little bit of embarrassment up here. Oh, did I not load it? Oh, shit. I didn't load it. If I yeah, I don't want to give away. Oh, wait, maybe. Let me try this real quick. There you go. So over on the Shizdeek Discord, where they have a dedicated channel decoded. Fucking love you guys. I really do. We're a tiny little fucking channel. You make such a big fuss over us, all because I dared to say, "Hey, you're going too far with fucking Miss Mandy." I never even fucking liked her, and I had to be the guy to say, "Hey, you're out of fucking bounds here. You're just making fucking accusations. No proof. No proof." Right? Demon, you and Shiz were the ones who said you had definitive proof, screenshots that Dan got Limey's benefits canceled. You guys said that. I didn't say that. You, Shiz, and Irish Demon said that. So now, because you looked stupid, because check, double check, don't say anything you can't prove, you went and, got a little carried away with yourself. Look, I've told you a couple times. Your greatest strength will be your demise. It becomes your greatest weakness if you don't learn how to keep it in check. And you got so fucking ravenously salivating about the bite you were going to get on Miss Mandy. You went and you did the thing you tell people never to do. You talked before you had proof. Where's the fucking proof that Shiz and Demon both claimed they had screenshot proof that Dan is the one that got Limey's benefits suspended? You said you had the proof, but then Dan made £100 dono to Demon, and you forgot all about Dan, and you just focused on clubbing Miss Mandy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You don't seem to be what you say you are. Shiz has been going. Katie D in the real time chat says, "At Hello Baby, wasn't it Shiz's and Dog Detective that started all this on Mandy?" Shiz has had a fucking axe to grind the entire, from this time last year. So I hung with Shiz and her Discord and that shit, and generally had a good time hanging out with Shiz, but like the way they get obsessed, I mean, they're using the word obsession with me all the time. The way they get obsessed with certain individuals, Vestige of Peace, Miss Mandy, and they just won't stop until they've, completely decimated. This Miss Mandy shit won't stop until Miss Mandy's off YouTube. That's why I continually ask Miss Mandy to just ignore it. Laura Rader says, still wants to know if Dan really got Limey's benefits interrupted or if Demon just made up that lie. It's a great question. You said you had proof, Demon. Do you have the proof or did you lie? At codedfriend.001 says she turned on you pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yep. So did Dearman. So did McAddix. McAddix was in here the other day. He fucked up his, sock account rotation. He posted as himself and then quickly tried to delete the post. But, I called it out. We saw it. People read it, and then McAddix is claiming he doesn't have any sock accounts, blah, blah, blah. And it's ridiculous the extent you guys go to lie about what you're really fucking doing. And they won't dare come in here. Demon won't come in here with he has before, but at this point in time, I doubt he will. He won't come in here with his own account. He won't. They all have to sock up and hide because what their goal is to instigate shit and then while pretending to be someone other than who their main account is, and then to come back with their main account and play like they're, Prince of Valiant or something. It's just fucking ridiculous. Hello Baby says she sure did. Then she got a gang to hate on him at KDD. Well, that comes with Shiz. When Shiz, Demon actually explained it the other day. Demon explained that, he was getting shit on Shiz's Discord because he wasn't doing anti-Wrangler stuff, Kaiser. That's the way it works over there. That's why I backed away from that Discord. Because if you don't hate what they hate, and you can't be silent, you have to vocally hate what they hate, or you get ostracized. So, Sue Bear, Virgo Wraith. Didn't God say to forgive? Miss Mandy is showing signs that she's not repeating the behavior she was called out for. So leave it the fuck alone until she does. Because if you don't practice that kind of forgiveness, then your verse slinging means nothing. I'm the bad man, but I'm the one that's showing forgiveness toward Miss Mandy. It was never hidden. It's not fucking news to anybody. I did not like Miss Mandy. I did not like the way she behaved. I did not like the way she silenced voices that had dissenting opinions. Miss Mandy ceased from doing that. That's what I didn't like about her behavior. She ceased from doing that. The grifting, if she was doing it, I don't like that shit either. But I don't see Demon, Johnny Plot at the O Hole, Dan. I don't see any of them ceasing their derogatory, demeaning behavior. I don't see them doing it. And you can call me a hypocrite and say blah, 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 but I've been clear from the beginning. The way they play is the way they get played. Laura Rader in the side chat says, that Virgo Wraith, did you help contact the authorities in the UK about Adam's benefits? Is that what you're really protecting? It's a good question. Writes on, says GMK Freedom Esquire. Good afternoon, Counselor. All right, let's get into the. Oh, well, let's take a little peek at this first. Let me see if I can big this. There we go. Oh, yeah. So Spud at 6:46 a.m., that would be my time, East Coast, today says, yeah, Mandy's really in a place to take aim at me, clown. She made a fucking comment. She made a comment. Her comment is AP or Alan Killian had said wound ID tighter than a cheap Timex watch. Demon, you're the one that got wound up over this. You got wound up about being called out for your fucking pathetic troll attempt. But you're going to try to use Johnny Plot at the hole to save it. We'll see how that works out for you. Alan Killian responded to a community post and said, wound Irish Demon tighter than a cheap Timex watch. Miss Mandy added on to that, be careful there. Johnny Boy might have to go back to the watch store and get them to put everything back inside. Brothel. That's what you called the watch store these days, right? Is that why Jen left you, Demon? The money wasted at the fucking whorehouse? Is that why Jen left you, Demon? That's why I said the one you're currently with is going to leave you too, because you can't change your habits, dude. And women don't put up with paying men's bills for very long. You had a diamond in the rough with Jen, Demon, the 10-year relationship. And you fuck that up because you want to live the fat, lazy fuck lifestyle instead of going and getting a fucking job. Women don't hang with men when they fail to be providers. That's the main attraction between a woman and a man, the majority of the times. I understand there are exceptions. But a woman looks for a man who can provide. A man looks for beauty in a woman. I'm not saying that's the way it has to be. That's the way it is. Those are the forces of attraction. That's why a not so good looking dude with resources, money in his pocket, can get a better looking babe than Fat Irish Demon can. Jen, hello, baby, says Jen was pretty and sweet. Jen was very pretty, and she was sweet enough to pay Demon's bills for 10 years and then said, fuck this, I've had enough. Get a fucking job or I'm gone. And Demon wanted to live that fat, lazy fuck lifestyle. So Jen went. Now he's got a new tart with him. And the reason I call your new girl a tart Demon, is because she's not separate from your grifting. Miss Mandy did a fucking makeup tutorial, and you had to fucking comment on it and degrade her. A fucking makeup tutorial. And then you had to drag the little fucking tart in with you. You had to drag the little tart in with you, who's so insecure about her own look, she had to bleach her fucking hair. You trying to get her blonde so she looks more like Jen? Did you fuck up? Call her Jen by accident? When she was pegging you from behind, Demon, did you accidentally call her Jen? Is that why she had to blonde up her hair? Now she's worried. Your little tart girlfriend was there with you, and you were stoking it and trying to encourage her to be derogatory toward Miss Mandy, because Demon, you didn't really want to admit to the world how much you actually know about the application of foundation and lipstick. You wear makeup, you fat lazy fuck. Rather than go out, exercise, and be healthy, you do liposuction, tummy tuck, and put fucking makeup on. Scott almost says, "Oh no, she went blonde. That sounds awful." It's highlights right now. You don't just go straight blonde. You gotta transition a little bit. Otherwise, everybody will say, "What a demon to call you Jen while you were pegging him in the IDO." Laura Rader says, "LOL, Shuggy. You think with those level of contacts, he could find the right one to call?" Did Shuggy is here? Hello, Shuggy. Shame that the home office isn't involved in benefits. That would be the DWP. Well, thanks for letting us know that you know who to call, Shuggy. I thought none of you guys knew anything about any of this. Thanks for chiming in with your knowledge there, Shugman Shugster. Laura Rader, hand pink waving. Shuggy, funny that the Home Secretary was in Rwanda the day of Dan's meeting. Exactly. Shug, stop defending him. Shuggy, really, I want to lay off you. I do want to lay off you. I do think that you're stolen valor, Shug, and I will think that until you show your HM veteran card. That's all you really have to do. It's free. You don't even have to pay for it. Just show the proof you demanded Wrangler show, the proof you and the group you're with demanded that KFAR show. Come on, dude. Shug, I don't know if you get it, but you look like Dan's KFAR. You should get the fuck away from them. Shug, you want to come up? I'll give you a link. You want to come up and talk about it? I'll give you a link. I would like to be a gentleman toward you, Shug. I would like to lay off you, but it's kind of hard when you're adding credibility to Dan's stolen valor stories. Dan wasn't in the military, Shug. You know it. I know it. You can't prove it because you've never seen. Shuggy, why did Dan show his his supposed HM veteran card to Hank, but he put his thumb over the fucking picture to hide the picture? Why would he need to hide the picture from Hank? But he didn't show it to you, Shuggy. Only the people who are important to Dan got to see it. You see where you are, dude? You see where you are? The new grift over at the Welsh News Network is for $5, you can humiliate Jimbo Felch. And Shuggy, so sick of being low man on the totem pole at the Welsh News Network, has 2 nights in a row cracked open his cobwebbed man purse and pulled out 5 pounds. 2 days in a row. There's big to do about it. How it's the first time Shuggy ever gave money to anyone on YouTube, and you gave money to yourself. You gave money to your own platform. What? Wow. What's going on there? Katie D says there was an Irish demon joint live where Shiz said she wouldn't get married again ID said he would never get married. I think that did it for Jennifer. Ooh. GMK Freedom Esquire says, Shuggy, go up. I'll spend a couple minutes talking to you, Shuggy. Maybe we could sort things out. You and I can bury the hatchet with each other, and I'll just move on to the other fucking pud pullers over at the Snooze Network. Hang on. Don't anyone hit this link. It's for Shuggy only. Pasty paste. There we go with that. Somebody put a comment in there so I can. There we go. Pin that. Oh no, I was talking about. Oh, did we get our Jennifers confused there? The invite link is pinned. Shuggy, I'll be a gentleman with you, but my word, if I violate my word, you can run around tell everybody what a lying fucking asshole I am. The link is pinned. Shuggy, if you want to hit it, come on up. Maybe we can work things out between me and you. We can negotiate a peace, and we'll, move on and disinvolve ourselves from each other. And I'll go on to focus more on Dildan and the simps on the Welsh News Network panel. Shug, let me ask you something. You have on several occasions said, I don't understand how military guys, you guys back each other up and blah, blah, blah. Who the fuck is Alice? Says to Logan, leave that lake alone. Shuggy, when Dan calls Stoned Vet, a piece of shit, an idiot, untrustable, stupid, all that shit. You're very quiet. You don't defend you. Is Josh not your buddy? You don't defend him. You don't say, "Hey, whoa." When you're over at Josh's channel and Josh says that Dan's a shitbag fuck, you don't say, "Hey, whoa." So you don't stand up for your buddies, bro. That's what I don't understand. A lot of you guys say you do things, you never fucking do. Hmm? Well, you like to bring up the me saying I was going to get a bounty hunter and bring Chili back to Ohio. I said I was contemplating it. That means thinking about. You don't understand that. Dan actually said he was going to file a defamation lawsuit against Chili. Never did. Dan actually said he was waiting till last November, past November. Before that, he said he was waiting till November when he would be in the States because he was going to serve Chili personally. He never did it. Shug, do you not notice that Dan never does the shit he says he's going to do? Do you not notice that? I said I was contemplating the thing with the bounty hunter. And the snag was you do have to go through the governor's office to get the paperwork done. And then I couldn't drive him back like I wanted to. I would have had to fly him back because the dude I know who's a bounty hunter was like, hey, you realize if this guy every 5 minutes says I gotta pee, you gotta get off the fucking road and get him to a fucking restroom. That's why you fly. Laura Rader says, I really don't give a flying fuck about the coded Demon, etc. drama. I want to know if Demon lied about Dan or if Dan messed with Adam's benefits because I actually cared about Triggered Limey. Well, you might be the only one, Laura Rader, who generally cared about him. His sister and his mother didn't. His mother took off and went to America and left him to become homeless for 7 weeks while she was taking a payment from the government to be Limey's caregiver. She abandoned him. The sister apparently owns a house an hour and a half outside of London. She couldn't go down, pick him up, and let him stay in her house. Limey killed himself because he didn't want to be homeless again. He made that clear in a GoFundMe he did, which Dan shit all over right around Christmas time and called Limey a grifter, a beggar, and all that shit. And then Demon, the dumb fuck who's supposed to be his friend, supplied the money that Limey made his final purchase with. Boy, with friends like that, you don't really need enemies. What did Hello Baby say here? Hello Baby says, hi at Britches, leave also. If one is not blessed with great looks, a pretty lady may produce good looking offspring. It would take a lot of work with Demon, and somebody besides Grammy has to teach the kids how to eat, because look what Grammy did to fucking Demon. Demon said something about, I better not say anything about his mom. You guys have had plenty of shit to say about my wife and son, so nothing's off fucking limits at this point because you open those fucking doors. I comment about your mother. She participates in your platform. She's said negative. She's left negative comments for me. She's come over here and left negative comments for me. You don't want your mother involved? Tell her to shut her fat fucking mouth. Something you're unable to do, Demon. Demon made some reference about a spoon up on the wall. That's what that, don't talk about me, mammy, because that's what that spoon's there for. How did mommy punish you? By jamming fucking spoonfuls of oatmeal down that fat fucking gullet of yours? It's hard to escape the fat, lazy fuck lifestyle when you've been accustomed to it since you were a toddler. The weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Carte Blanche says, when a man capable of working sits on his arse for some 10 years with no children at home, it's time to show him the door. Well, that's exactly what Jen fucking did. Miss Mandy reacts, says, at Carte Blanche, well, I don't know if your YouTube channel makes enough to pay the bills, then all the power to you. Okay. Laura Rader says, I really don't. I already read that. Sorry about that. Hello Baby said, did you see the rainbow 2 days ago? I think we live near each other at Slobber Mom. Slobber Mom is another one. She's, I see the fucking comments and shit that you post about me and other people's side chats. What, you don't do it here? You're brave when I'm not around. Glober Mom says, at Hello Baby, I don't get out of my house much. I believe that. Are you living the fat, lazy fuck lifestyle too, Globber Mom? More ice cream. More cake. I want to get as fat as Irish Demon. Laura Rader says he was a sweet soul and flawed but funny man, and he didn't deserve some loser on YouTube coming after him. I agree with that. Dan is a piece of shit. Hello Baby says, I saw it from my window and went outside at Glober Mom. That's the rainbow. Miss Mandy says that Laura Rader, he sure bragged about doing it and then did a video about shiz and promised not to do the part 2 if she helped him in a report raid. Ooh. Carte Blanche is very true. At Miss Mandy reacts, some YouTubers do make enough to call it work. Demon did not. He had his subs pay for trip to Boston. He had his subs pay for his new phone, laptop. Demon is what reputable Irish. Demon is exactly what Irish folk in America who go to work every day, make an honest living, save money. They look at Irish people like Demon because they're over here too. They're the gypsy Irish. They're the ones that go around and fucking, they do little cons and schemes and fucking, home repair shit. Will paint your house, thin the paint out with fucking gasoline, slap it on. Looks great for a day. They're on the fucking highway heading to the next fucking town. And a day later, your house looks like shit and the crap they put on is flaking off. That's the Irish that Irish Demon is. They're low rent motherfuckers, and they're real. They're out there, and Demon's one of them. Grifter Irish, little fucking gypsy boys. You're living in your buddy's house, Demon. You're living in your buddy's servant quarters, fucking dilapidated fucking cottage on your buddy's property. Get a fucking job, Demon. Get a job with a regular paycheck, health benefits, and a retirement plan. You won't seem so fucking desperate after that. GMK Freedom Esquire says, I love the Irish. I'm Irish, bro. I love the Irish too. But you can't just turn a blind eye to the fact that there are some shitty, shanty Irish gypsies floating around. Because there's a decent amount of them. Demon says, I this, you know, let me explain something too here. Hold on. Shuggy says, when are you going to provide verifiable receipts? Verifiable receipts for what? I showed the receipts for the rice I purchased in the Philippines, and I actually showed the people holding the bags of rice they received. I don't know what you need in the form of verifiability that doesn't fit. If you want to verify, if you don't believe the receipts I put up for my donation to the Cork Penny dinners, there's an easy way to verify that, Shug. There's a simple way to verify that. I can make arrangements because of the amount of money I gave. Cork Penny Dinners will dedicate a day to me for the donation because of the amount. I can have that dedicated to Demon. It doesn't have to be dedicated to Coded Friend. All Demon would have to do is show up and help serve hungry people food for a day. That's it. That's all you need to verify. He could take all the fucking credit for it. He could do a live from there. He doesn't have to mention me. He doesn't have to say anything about me. He could pick up some really good fucking clout points in the real world. That's all you have to do to verify it. You can't get the day dedicated if the money hasn't been given and the money in a high enough amount. So verification, third party verification is simple. Demon goes to the Cork Penny dinner, serves for a day. Shuggy, do you want to do it? Do you want to go down to Cork? You want to go down to Cork? What's it cost? I'll pay for you to go down to Cork. Go down to Cork, meet up with Demon, Shuggy and Demon. You two together for a day, help the fucking needy people. I paid for it. I'm paying for it. You eat it. You know? Go down and get the fucking credit for yourself. Go get credit for Welsh News Network. Shug, go down, meet up with Demon, go to the Cork Penny dinners, and get credit for Welsh News Network and for Irish Demon. I don't need credit. I have my treasures in heaven, bro. I don't need credit. You can have the credit. They want to give credit to somebody. It's a good program. Show yourself off. Go do it. If you want verification, there's your easy verification, Shug. Go down to Cork. You need money to get to Cork? I'll pay for your fucking trip to Cork. Whatever the travel expenses back and forth, Shug, I'll fucking pay it. I have no problem with that. If I have to donate the same amount again, I'll donate the same amount again to Cork Penny Dinners. All you and Demon show up and serve the food to hungry people. And then you'll have your verification. It's simple. I've shown receipts, Shuggy. Dan has never shown any fucking receipts. So if you want, I'm right there for you, bro. Would that be good? Would that be good for you if you had a day at the Cork Penny dinners dedicated to the Welsh News Network and Irish Demon? Would that be verified? Would that help to verify to you that I sent the actual amount of money that you need to send to get a day dedicated to you? Happy to do it, bro. I have no problem feeding hungry people, and I have no problem letting Welsh News Network and fat lazy fuck Irish Demon take credit for it. Glover Mom says, "Why does it not surprise me that at Coded Friend is ignore the fact that I have disabilities? He's too busy being up Dan and Irish's arses." Glover Mom, Globber, am I supposed to be a fucking mind reader? How am I supposed to know that you have disabilities? And yep, hit the link. Come on up. Turn your camera on. Let me see your fucking disability. Because there are a lot of people that bullshit about all that shit. It's an easy shield. Oh, don't make fun of me. I'll talk shit about you, but don't make fun of me because I have disabilities. You probably do have some mental health issues that keep you from leaving the house. Globber Mom. Glob away. Miss Mandy reacts says, "At Irish Demon, I'm praying for you, Irish Demon, because my treasures are laid up in heaven." Amen. Amen to that. See, well, all the shit talk you've talked about Miss Mandy, and she A is praying for you, and B, she's being fucking kind to you. Why you can't do that? Why? Why? Are you jealous that she outgrifted you? Are you jealous because she was better at getting people to open their fucking wallets than you were? She's curbed her bad behavior. I don't see where you have, Demon. And I'm not defending Miss Mandy. You keep saying I'm defending Miss Mandy because you want to associate Miss Mandy with me because you want people that hate Miss Mandy to hate me also. That's the fucking, it's a hate game. You're the one that's hating, Demon. You can clearly see it in the way you play your little fucking games. I'm not defending Miss Mandy. I'm asking people to leave her the fuck alone while she makes a positive change. Why don't you wait for her to make a mistake before you fucking go after her? And it's completely inappropriate to attack her for having done a fucking makeup tutorial. That's how fucking lost in your hate that you are, Demon. It doesn't matter if you say it with a fucking smile. It doesn't matter if you get a laugh after you crack the joke. The hate is still there. That shit is just a cover for the fucking hate. This doesn't Globber Mom, Globber, this doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second. Should GMK Freedom Esquire says Shuggy and Demon go up and let's bang out a piece. Oh, Demon's here. Praying for me while talking crap about my ex. She's always at it. She didn't say anything about your ex. Demon, why are you such a little fucking, what are you, sugar coated? Are you like an M&M? Are you just fucking hard candy shell and beyond that it's just, fucking shitty chocolate? You're a big fucking baby, Demon. You're a big baby. Your troll failed, so you had to fucking lash out after your troll failed, and then you had to involve Johnny Plot from the O hole in this shit. I know he's been talking to you because yesterday you say you didn't know anything about Michael Kaiser Wrangler. And then after your broadcast, Johnny Plot from the O Hole does a broadcast and he's saying the same shit you're saying. He doesn't know anything about Wrangler and he doesn't like the drum. It's all the same shit you said. But he's got Schrodinger's cat's side piece. Wasn't Schrodinger fucking that chick? He's got the side piece on who's actually going to move in with Schrodinger and Schrodinger's weird fucking wife, who, by the way, supported the shit out of Wrangler, Schrodinger's wife. Supported the shit out of Wrangler after he was called out, after everyone fucking knew that he was stolen valor. She was still supporting him. And then Johnny Plot at the O hole does this big thing about what he's a dead man. Don't use him as as clout. Don't mention his name. He's dead. He's not here to say he doesn't approve of what you're doing. Do you think Schrodinger would approve of what Dan's doing? Johnny Plot at the O hole, Irish Demon. You knew Schrodinger. Do you think Schrodinger would approve of the shit that Dan's doing? He would not. He would not. And I didn't even know him that well, but he wouldn't. But yet Dan used Schrodinger, despite Johnny Plot at the O-Hole's big fucking condemnation of Wrangler for using um, Schrodinger cat as a clout piece after Schrodinger was dead. Nobody said anything when Dan started telling people that he knew Schrodinger before Schrodinger was famous, and he had a picture with Schrodinger. Dan was throwing for a while. Dan was throwing Schrodinger's name all over the place, trying to associate him with Schrodinger because he was trying to attract Schrodinger's wife, who was known as a fucking dono pig. Like G is a dono pig. Tom, if you don't lay off Miss Mandy, I'm just going to fucking hide your comments. And you could sit there and pull your pud like Demon does. Demon, your girl's a fucking tart. Your girl's a tart. She's involved in your shit. You use her to legitimize your fucking claims, and she willingly does it. She's not a victim, dipshit. She's a participant. Your little tart there is no different than Blecka. No different. Your characters. Your characters. And when she gets tired of paying your bills, Demon, she'll leave you like Jen left you for a man who has a fucking job. Now, Demon has to. Demon's only real crack on me is my troll that failed, but actually worked really well. The thing with my mom with the vacuum. Do you realize, Demon? And I think you do realize it because when you use that to crack on me, you have to actually preface it with an apology to your own audience because you yourself know 30% of your audience is living home with their fucking mommies. You actually have to apologize before you use the "I live with my mom" crack on me troll. You have to apologize to your audience, and then you have to say it's no big deal. The link is pinned. It's no big deal, right? Oh, I could understand why, but you're using that to denigrate me, and you're not smart enough to know you're busting half a third of your audience's balls. And the whole reason for the troll was to dig on Jimmy Finch. Because every time the one we all know lives home with his mommy and has lived with his mommy his entire adult life, 27 to 54. 27 years under his mommy's roof, Jim Finch. So every time you crack on me about living with my mommy, you're cracking on Jimbo Felch. You guys don't get that's why that troll, even when it failed, when Merb picked it up instead of the Welsh News Network, it still succeeded in the long run because you dumb fucks can't. Any juicy fucking tidbit. You didn't verify where I live. You don't know who I live with. But you go and do that shit, and then you come and Demon, you come with a sock account. It's obviously you, the winding him up phrase. It Demon, it took us fucking 11 minutes to randomly click through your videos and find a spot where you use the phrase winding him up. We did the same thing with the Welsh News Network. Dan doesn't use that term. He'll probably start using it now, but prior to this, he never fucking not that we could find. Shuggy doesn't use it. So your claim that it's this colloquial common phrase doesn't apply because the other British, Scottish people we looked at, they're not using it. So, you got caught. Your troll was pathetic. And then you had to be a little fucking crybaby about it. You should have just shut the fuck up. You made yourself look worse. And now you got Johnny Hull from the O-Plot in there. Laura Rader says, well, it's facts that Adam was going to be homeless, and it seems that he wasn't getting his benefits money, and he wound up taking his own life. So it's important to me to know the truth. Demon knows the truth. Demon has the proof that Dan is the one that got his benefits suspended, but Demon's sitting on all that now. Demon says, literally everyone, look at Crybaby Demon, literally everyone in the UK, Ireland, Australia say winding up. Then how come when I randomly click through UK, Ireland, Australians, I don't catch anyone using the phrase winding them up, but I do you several occasions. And you said, there's no way after all the hours of that you found. I showed the screenshot of it on my fucking Discord. It took 10 fucking minutes to find it. We gave twice as much time randomly running through Australian creators, UK creators, Irish creators. Nobody came through with a use of the winding him up phrase other than you. And we did more looking in other people's shit than your shit. It's your troll, Demon. Be a fucking man and just own up to it. Don't be a little bitch boy living the fat, lazy fucking life. Have another Twinkie, Demon. Glober Mom says, my disabilities are physical. Being on camera won't show you anything. If the disability was mental, we wouldn't be able to see it on a camera. If the disability is physical, as you say, we would be able to see it on camera. I have essential tremors. Demon doesn't have a fucking problem making fun of that. It's not from the drink, Demon. I'm genetically predisposed. The drink didn't help it. I've said that in the past. The drink didn't do anything to make it better. But it's not because of the drink. So, you see your people, you're physical, you're making fun of my physical disability. I didn't know you had physical disabilities, Glober Mom, but you guys know that I have essential tremors. I've talked about it, but Demon doesn't have a fucking problem with it. Demon knows I had a substance abuse problem 30 years ago when I was in my 20s, but he doesn't have a problem bringing that up. APS Irish Demon, what one percenters are you hanging out with that are using cocaine, by the way? The ones with the lick on tattoos. Demon's boys have lick on tattoos. They're a crew of fucking pussies. Why don't you grift your audience, Demon, and bring a few of your 1% lick on tattoo members down to the Gold Rush and just ask for the manager, tell him you're looking for coded. He'll fucking call me. Don't worry about it. I'll be there, bro. I ain't afraid of your fat fucking ass or your fat fucking friends or your coke-addled fucking douchebag friends. You're the one that brought the cocaine shit up, Demon. You're the one that was trying to troll. You're the one that was spreading fake rumors about yourself. I never bought into it, bro. I never bought into it. You could see me questioning it right from the rip and having a good time with questioning it. I could believe that you would be caught with cocaine because a fat guy like you needs an 8-ball to get laid. You can't get laid without a fucking 8-ball. Your current tart is probably a fucking nose hose. So, Demon, you start rumors about yourself and then you get mad that your troll failed and the fucking rumors are still out there. Demon says, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Demon, what does the fans mean? Were you looking at the depends box when you were typing? It's defend. There's no such word as defend, you dumb motherfucker. Eat another Twinkie. Fat, lazy fuck. You're too stupid to go back and edit it, too. You just leave it out there. Hey, everybody, look how dumb I am. Irish Demon says, yeah, absolutely. I hate Mandy. I'm open about that. She can't make a change. She's supporting pedos on YouTube. Do you have proof of that? Do you have proof of that? Because if you have proof of that, I'll turn on her on a fucking dime. Do you have proof on that? Because it's Dan's boy, CA. I forget what the fucking guy's name is. I don't want to call the wrong name. But Dan's boy's looking at hours and hours and hours of an 8-year-old girl on YouTube, and he found one fucking video where she accidentally exposed her lower half, and Dan was all fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about it. Big Fat Rajara, Diamond Dave, Rajara's jerk off partner, and CA auditors. They're all fucking looking at fucking preteen kids for hours on the fucking internet. Fucking weirdos. Your boy Dan is the pedo guy, dipshit. Show some proof that Miss Mandy's supporting pedos, you lying fat fuck. Carte Blanche says, at Laura Rader, I want answers as well. Tom Stantonopoulos says, she isn't changing. She's trying to flip the script or find a way to spin it. Well, why don't we give time for that to suss out? Okay. Why don't you wait for that to actually happen before you start calling it out? All right. Jesus Christ. Come with fucking proof or shut the fuck up. Irish Demon says, Miss Mandy, you think she's amazing? You don't know her or why I ended our relationship. Here's how it ended. God damn it, Jen. If you call me a fat, useless fuck one more time, I'm taking my leprechaun ass and I'm going to pack all your shit up, throw it on the front lawn while you're at fucking work because I just sit home all day. And then Jen was gone. Hello Baby says, yeah, Mandy said, no crap about Jen. No one did except Demon effed up when he lost her. Yep. She probably got tired of fucking lying for your fat, lazy ass. You know, you would go to her work Christmas party, and everybody'd be like, hey, did your boyfriend finally get a fucking job yet? All the dudes that wanted to bang Jen were just constantly fucking needling her about what a fat, lazy fuck you are. That's why she left you, bro. You became a fucking embarrassment. Carte Blanche says, hate is such a strong word to use about someone you have never met personally. I don't hate Demon. I don't hate Shuggy. I don't even hate Dan. I hate what they do. I hate the way you lie to people and grift money off people rather than go get a fucking job for yourself. Hold on, Kari T in the live chat's chiming in. Shuggy says, at Irish Demon Evening Bog Trotter Schlancha. Irish Demon says, well, click the link and come up and talk, dude. Irish Demon says, okay, let's talk about the praying then, Mandy. How would God feel about you alluding to me using brothels and trying to hurt me and my ex? Not very Christian of you, is it? If it's not true, it's not very Christian. If it is true, it's the truth. You got proof, Demon? You're saying a lot of shit about Mandy and you're openly declaring that you hate her. Not the thing she does, that you hate her. You don't know shit. Demon, don't talk about Christianity. Don't talk about God, because if you knew anything about either one of those things, you would not declare that you hate a person. To hate, God sees it as the equivalent of murder. The Apostle Paul confessed to being a murderer. He never killed anyone, but he had that kind of hatred for the early Christians before his conversion. It's in the scripture. So that's why I know you guys don't know anything that you're talking about. Demon, don't talk about Christianity if you haven't read the book. Because if you're openly declaring that you hate a person, you are calling yourself a murderer. Glober Mom says, keep Schrodinger's name out your effing mouth. He's not here to defend himself. Hey, Globber Slobber, did you tell Dan that when he was trying to clout chase Schrodinger? I'm not talking about Schrodinger. I'm talking about Dan clout chasing Schrodinger. You sat there very fucking quiet, shuggy fashion, one thumb up your ass, one thumb in your mouth, while Dan tried to use Schrodinger for clout. You didn't say shit to him. Why don't you remember that when you're over at the Snooze Network? Hello Baby says, how does God feel about people picking on people they have labeled mentally ill at Irish Demon? That's all Irish Demon can pick on, is somebody who's mentally inferior to him. That's why he had sex with, or had sex, sorry, had success with the Chili De Castro thing, but has had no success, or sex for that matter, post his Chili De Castro coverage. He's floundering like a drowning man. If they're smarter than Demon, Demon can't get over on them, and there's a very limited number of people who are not as smart as Demon. Mandy's smarter than you, Demon. GMK says, is Adam limey? Yes, he is. Laura Rader says, at Shuggy, you feel safe enough now to click a link? Hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. Laura Rader says, Dan fully doxed Adam in December, but I'm not going to, GMK. Yeah, he absolutely did. Irish Demon says, Mandy, why did you say Adam overdosed on heroin when that's not what happened? Who told you that? Well, Irish Demon, why don't you tell us what drug he bought with the money you gave him to buy the drugs? Dumb fuck. Focus on yourself, Demon. Get your shit right before you start go picking on other people. Mandy had nothing. Demon, you wouldn't even have. You're such good friends with Limey. You wouldn't even have known Limey was in the hospital if Miss Mandy hadn't informed you. And then you lash out at her. You're fucked up, Demon. You're fucked up. You're really fucked up. Your boy Dan fully doxed Limey in December. Name, address, all that shit. Where were you? You didn't have anything to say about it. Oh, that's right. You're only attacking Miss Mandy. Writes on, says SC was too high all the time to worry about anything. Exactly. Didn't he die in a hotel room with a hooker overdosing on drugs? I think so. I think so. Kurt Blanc says that Irish Demon, I hate to bring it up, but Shiz was out there spilling the beans on you. Dude, everything we know about you comes from Shiz. I have two sources when it comes to knowledge of you, Demon. Shiz, who for 9 fucking months said you're a grifting dirtbag who, if there isn't money in it for you, you're not doing anything. My other source of information on you was Dearmid, and you claim you were feeding me, false information for a long time. Okay, so you play, bro. You play. Maybe the shit Shiz told me about you being a fucking professional grifter who won't touch anything unless there's money in it for you. Maybe that was false information you gave to Shiz to give to me. I don't know. But you're the fucking source of that shit. So you fix the fucking problems you caused. Don't fucking cry to me about it when you get caught in a pathetic fucking troll. The very first fucking post you post gave away your fucking identity, dummy. You're fucking dumb, Demon. You're dumb. I don't want to be too angry, Demon. Am I too angry for you? Irish Demon says, and yeah. Can you stop saying yeah, dude? And yeah, Mandy, of course. I knew he was sick. Not all the made up stuff you said earlier. Mandy, he didn't OD on heroin again. Where did you get this information? Well, what did he OD on, Demon? You know so fucking much. You know so much. You know so much. Irish Demon says, I pay my own way. 1, 2, Jen didn't leave me. I left her. You don't pay your own way, Demon. You're begging all the fucking time. So, the first statement is just ridiculous. You do not pay your own way, Demon. You're begging all the fucking time. Number 2, Jen didn't leave me. I left her. Would you catch her fucking her boss? Is that why you left her? Hey, I'm bagging this guy with a real fucking job, Demon. I told you, get a fucking job, you fat lazy fuck. That's it, Jen. I'm leaving you. But you're still in the shitty little cottage, and Jen's not there, which literally means Jen left, not you, dipshit. Laura Rader says, is the link pinned? It's pinned. God damn it, it's pinned. Irish Demon, you are such a little fucking baby when it comes to Mandy. Mandy, where did you get the information that Adam overdosed on heroin? Well, Demon, why don't you just tell us what money we know you gave him money right before he overdosed. So why don't you tell us the amount of money you gave him and what drugs he intended to buy with it? Mr. Cocaine? Oh my God, you're fucking obsessed with Miss Mandy. Literally everyone in the UK, Ireland, and Australia say winding up. Yeah, but we randomly sampled a ton of shit, and you're the only one we got. And it only took 10 minutes to find it with you. We gave everyone else 20 minutes of random sampling. No one used winding up, just you, bro. And I think you put a request in your chat yesterday to have people acknowledge if they use it. And I don't think there was much acknowledgement there. It doesn't matter if everyone uses it. You use it. You use it. You used it, and you use it. You got caught out, bro. Your troll was pathetic. Give it up, dude. The more you try to cling to it, the worse it looks for you. It's pathetic. When I fucked up my troll with my mom, I openly admitted it right away. And the troll actually, in the long term, fucking worked. Because every time you guys crack on me for that failed troll saying I live with my mom, you're actually cracking on Jimbo Felch, who's 27 years with his mom. You have to apologize to your audience before you say it to me because you know 30% of you, you're making fun of a third of your fucking audience. Duh. Mommy didn't raise a smart boy in you, demon. She did give you the spoon a lot. That's why you were such a fat boy. Oh my God, these people are pathetic. Virgo Red says, funny, I use that phrase from time to time. From time to time, occasionally, right? That's the way most people use it occasionally. Because most people, like Demon, aren't set out to wind people up. That's why Demon uses the phrase so often, because that's what Demon does. Then Demon runs around and says, see how angry they are? You're pathetic, Demon. Get a fucking job, dude. Get a job. Just show that you have gainful employment with a health plan and a fucking retirement plan, and then shut the fuck up, fat boy. Glober mom says, my two youngest adult kids still live with me and my husband. Multi generational households are nothing new. Well, Glober mom, you should talk to Demon about that because Demon thinks it's denigrating a person to point out that they live with their mom. So talk to Demon about that. You don't have to talk to me about that. I wish my mom would come and live with me so that I could take care of her because she's 80 years old and I worry about her. My dad passed away. It'll be 2 years in July. I worry about my mom being alone. So, I'm with you, Glober, mom. Demon thinks it's a way to make fun of a person, though. Carte Blanche says we do, and we use other words like taking the piss at Laura Rader. Hello, baby says, just like you said, LOL. Thanks for asking. BTW at Carte Blanche. Irish Demon says, Laura Rader, I was told that by Adam. I confronted him about it, and he said didn't. That's what he just looked at you and said, well, Irish Demon, didn't. What was Laura Rader's comment? Laura Rader says, all I need to know is if you lied about Dan interfering with Adam's benefits at Irish Demon, and I'm done with all this nonsense. Why don't you just give her a straight answer, Demon? Did you lie about having information that Dan interfered with Adam's benefits? Did you lie when you said you had that information, or were you telling the truth? Which was it? Can you one time, Demon, just give an honest answer? Instead of all your dancing around like this. Laura Rader, I was told that by Adam. I confronted him about, hold on, I have to chew my Twinkie. And he said, didn't. That's not a fucking answer, dude. That's just stupid fucking babbling. Irish Demon says, Miss Mandy with the fucking heroin overdose shit. Who gives a shit what drug he overdosed on? You fuck. That's you, dude. You drill down. You get fucking obsessed with a picayune little fucking detail, and which has no bearing. Limey overdosed on something, right? That's what you reported. It was a drug overdose. It was an intentional drug overdose. That's what you reported, Irish. The drug of choice doesn't fucking matter. What matters is you're the fool that gave him the fucking money to make his last purchase. You don't give cash to people with substance abuse problems. You fucking moron. Oh my God, these fucking Globber Mom says at Coded Friend 001, I have arthritis in my knees and back. A camera won't show that. No, but if you really have that to the extent where you're homebound, it'll show up in your posture and your movement, unless you're bullshitting about it. And you probably are. Globber Mom says, I also have a seizure disorder and I'm on meds. I don't hide it. Okay. Talk to Demon. Demon's the one who's making fun of people with physical disabilities. Demon, the things I've done to this fucking body, I'm grateful that it just fucking gets up every morning at this point in time. But I can tell you this, Demon. 100-yard dash, I beat you. A quarter-mile run, I beat you. A half-a-mile run, you can't finish. I still run it out and beat you. A mile run, you can't finish. I still run it out. I beat you. But then again, I just park cars for a living. I don't sit on the couch, pulling my pud and jamming Twinkies down my throat like you do all day. Fat boy. Wow, Demon, you're really getting defensive in here with the Miss Mandy stuff. Katie D says, hello, baby. I don't do Discord anymore. A lot of this comes from there. Most of it comes from Discord. Glober Mom says, coded sounds too much like Chili. How do I sound like Chili? Dan sounds like Chili when he's did his little fucking Liverpool tirade and blamed the government for all the problems with homeless people in fucking the UK. People like Dan that won't go get a fucking job and just exist on the dole. Dan sounds like Chili, sweetie. You should pay attention. Do you have arthritis in the ears, Globber Mom? I can't look at Irish Demon pathetically squirm while Miss Mandy gruels him. I can't watch it anymore. All right, let's take a look at this fucking Johnny Plot at the O-hole. Let me get some windows closed there. There we go. Cool. So this broadcast starts out with Johnny Plot from the O-hole using Schrodinger cat's side piece, who I believe there's some, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's some accusations that they did drugs together. I don't know. She sounds high as fuck in this video. Most of the time I've heard her talk, she sounds like she's fucking high as fuck. So he's using Johnny Plot from the O-hole is using Schrodinger's side piece as a fucking clout thing. And then now this is Johnny Plot from the O-hole, like 6 months late, trying to shoehorn his way into the fucking Wrangler shit. Guess who's been spending time over at Shiz's Discord? Let me get rid of that. Crank this little thing up. Here we go. Remember, this broadcast, when it completed, had 42 views and 102 likes.
I unmute the microphone before I start talking. I don't know why. And I mean talking, not turking. I don't know what the fuck's going on. How is everybody doing? I have a few things that I wish to speak about. First and foremost, simply because we have limited time with my first guest, I'm going to welcome. Well, let's see. Here we go.
How much did you have to pay her to show up, Johnny? My limited time. What are you paying by the minute?
It is what it is.
Oh, we lost this man.
So listen to her voice. Listen to her. We lost. She sounds like she's high as fuck
every day. So yeah, we lost a lot when we lost this man.
I don't know. You lost a drug user who overdosed in a hotel room. Okay, that's a lot. How big was the guy? Was he like a big 300-pounder? Is that what you mean when you say you lost a lot? You didn't lose shit. You lost a wisecracker on the fucking internet who had a drug abuse problem, who offed himself abusing drugs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when we catch wind of somebody out there, and here's the thing. Do I expect that because myself and Tina here say something about what Fraud Wrangler is doing that it's going to stop? No, I have no expectations it was going to stop because people have pointed this shit out to this idiot before, and I will call Fraud Wrangler an idiot. This is a stupid fucking thing you're doing. Period. You vote.
Wow, you called Fraud Wrangler an idiot? 8 months, 9 months after the rest of the fucking world did? Woo, wow. You should go back to your fucking 49 viewers at the fucking Insomniac movie place where fucking dreams die.
Booking Schrodinger's name, regardless of, and you can speak on this better than I can, but regardless of Schrodinger's views on stolen valor and the crimes that Frauder Wrangler has been accused of, regardless of all that, Schrodinger isn't here to speak for himself.
Mm-mm.
And it's a shitty thing to do to say that this person would forgive you for all this stuff.
You didn't know him. You can't say shit. You had no idea what he believed in, who he was, and he didn't know you.
And that's the thing. Somebody brought it up in the side chat. I don't even, that Frauder Wrangler wasn't even around during Schrodinger's channel days.
And if he was a fan who wrote to him or something, like,
I went after Wrangler for using Mrs. Big Cat, and I went after Mrs. Big Cat for being stupid enough to be used.
if a veteran wrote to him, I was his email, so I would kick it up to him because he always wanted to hear from the veterans because he would do anything for a fellow veteran.
Mm-hmm.
One night I was streaming, a veteran came forward, needed to talk to somebody. We called Cliff, and Cliff got on the phone with this stranger and talked to them all night. Nicole probably remembers that. So yeah. But most emails were, if you got a reply, they were from me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to smash somebody's bubble, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was just too busy. If you
Right.
wanted to reply at all,
Right.
it had to be from me. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't.
I had enough of this. The point being made here is that Johnny O brought Schrodinger's side piece drug buddy in to gain clout somehow. Okay. We get it, Johnny Platt from the O-hole. You don't like Wrangler. Okay, Johnny. Why don't you go over to Stone Vet, Johnny? Stone Vet is mauling Wrangler like a fucking bear with a fawn. You might pick up some pointers on how to be less boring.
Evil Duchy Peter.
Here we are.
That part. Thank you. That was great. You're awesome. Oh man, Dan, I know you're watching. Now I know you're watching. Because I can see you watching. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Coded and Dan are two different people. Global Mom says, I don't know.
Just had to chime in there, Globber Mom. Bee stings help with arthritis, Globber Mom. You want me to get you a beehive? I'll bring it right to the front door.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, they are two different people. Yeah, see, yeah, there he is. Now I know he's watching. I know he's watching now. Dan, I want you to know that if Coded comes with the right price, I'm giving him all your information, every bit of it.
What? All right, I only skipped through a little bit of the shit, so I kind of got the gist of it, but right price. There's a price. I didn't get the price part.
I'm not even kidding. I've
on
got
this?
all the.
Johnny O's doing the shakedown, baby. Yeah, a shakedown grift. Nice. You think Johnny? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Johnny O's grift will do better than fucking Irish Fat Boys grifted. Johnny O, another wannabe, wants to live the fat, lazy fuck life.
I've got it. Hang on, let me find my folder with it. I've got it all in this folder right here, Coded. Just so you know, it's not bullshit. Here it is. Here's all.
Johnny Platt from the O-Hole is talking directly to me. I thought he didn't know me or anything about me. You know what Demon told you. You know what Dan told you. You know what you picked up on Shiz's Discord. You know you're in a fucking echo chamber, you dumb motherfucker.
All the information you need right here in this folder. I also have electronic copies. I have all the electronic copies that I can email to you. Every bit of it. I have Dan's real name. I have his real telephone number. I have his real address. I have the schematics of his house. All of it. Every bit of information that you need. And Coded, you know this to be true because
I know. Hold on. Johnny O is stating that I know that everything he's saying is true. For shits and giggles, let's assume that Johnny Plot from the O-Hole is not a sphincter puffing liar that just smells like someone shit on him, and he's actually telling the truth. Let's assume that he's telling the truth. He says, I know he's telling the truth. I don't know anything about this fucking guy. I know Dan scammed Blecka to give finance money to a film, I think, that never appeared by Johnny Plot from the O-Hole. That's how Dan got himself, accredited with the grifters. The grifters. You should have a big G on your hat, not a T. Grifters Assemble. We'll bore them to death with insomniac theater stuff.
you already suspect me of, quote, being in Dan's inner circle to be true. Every bit of information.
You and Dan have a financial relationship, right? Dan got Blecka to give you money. Dan said he was giving you money, but Dan never made a donation. Only Blecka did. But you won't tell the truth about that. But, just for the sake of fucking honesty and everything being above board here, you do have a financial relationship with Dan and Blecka. You protect your money. I get it. Don't fucking start lying, though, for the sake of money.
Information that you need. And Coded, you know this to be true because you already suspect me of, quote, being in Dan's inner circle. Dan and I haven't spoken in quite some time because apparently we're feuding. Okay. We have been at odds for Dan. Hold up. How many fingers? How many fingers have we been at odds? I'll wait. Hang on.
Dan's not even acknowledging Johnny Plot at the O-Hole. If you go and look at the end of yesterday's Welsh News Network broadcast, Dan pretty much gave Johnny Plot at the O-Hole the double finger, which is Dan gets a little attention. He turns into a 5-year-old kid again, naughty boy, got to flip everybody off. Dan didn't pay any fucking attention to this. He does show up at the end in the side chat, though. Hold on a second. Let me get to this little comment here. In the real-time chat, Kari T, another fucking internet fake. Jeff, that's all, says, good of him to speak up almost a year later and thousands of dollars ripped off. Bravo. Exactly. Schnothole. Carte Blanche says, Plot Hole is so boring he gets his subs to pay for him to put beads on his beard for $20. They all have some crazy fucking just dumb shit. Pay $5 and you can have fucking Jimbo Felch abuse himself. No ice cream for fake ice cream wanting character 17-year-old dead boy Jim. He'll be banned from eating ice cream. The fake character will be banned from eating ice cream if you donate $5 real. Holy shit. Laura Rader says, Troll Shakedown. Carte Blanche says, don't hate me because I'm passionate and beautiful. I'd be jealous too. I don't hate you. I hate the stupid shit that you do, and I hate that you support the perversions over at the Welsh News Network. But you do you. You go down the wide path with those fuckheads. It seems like that's where you want to be. Katie D says, at Carte Blanche, we really need the receipts from Cara D on that one. Oh my God, you're not beautiful, Cara D. Wake up. GMK Freedom Esquire says, I offered up to $50 for that folder, but I was ignored. Yeah, they're going for bigger money than that. Thanks for trying to get it, though. That was very big of you. Sue Bear says she's jealous at Kari T because we don't have interactions with AFP. Do you believe every fucking bullshit lie that Anthony, backhand a fucking pregnant woman Caruso tells you? You believe a guy that advocates backhand slapping women, pregnant women, over carte blanche? What the fuck's wrong with you? Seriously, what the fuck's wrong with you? My God. Right on says, oh, that's right. Johnny must be out of money. That's why he's on YouTube. Jeff, that's all says, never trust anyone with a Cash App on their channel. Exactly, because they just in it for the money. Money, money, money. Kari T says, that's Sue Bear. We're not the fake Christians that these hate mongers are. Seems sad that golden rule they can't live with. They can only attack people for no reason. Kari T, what do you do at Welsh News Network every day? You sit there, you are a fake Christian if you're associating with people who openly promote sexual perversions. You are a fake Christian. Go read Corinthians, Karate. Go read Corinthians. You don't know what you're talking about. Writes on, says, Johnny's pie is blue bacon, but don't tell anyone. His Blue Bacon's acting is actually slightly better than Johnny O from the Johnny Plot from the O Hole. Kari T says, coded, what does it matter? It has nothing to do with you. You are irrelevant and have to cause drama to get any attention at all. Kari T, you're over here, right? Which means we got your attention. So answer your own question. What does it matter? Why are you here? All you're doing is drama. My God. Are you really that lacking in self-awareness? It's amazing how stupid the Welsh News Network crew is. Oh my God. Kurt Ballard says, my WWCC has not been revoked, and to get one, you are investigated by the federal police. There you go. So all you people who believed Anthony Kerdouchebags lies, go fuck yourselves. Kari T says, that Laura Rader, I don't drink anyway. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Miss Mandy seems to think you're a racist, Kari T. What racist slur? What racist slur? An Asian slur, a Latino slur, an African American slur, a white man slur? What slur? I get called cracker all the time. I just don't give a shit anymore. I can just look at people and go, oh, it's cracker. Don't put that hard R on there. We'll have to be fighting if you do that. Generally, people laugh. Alan Killian said, who the hell would ever be jealous of G tuba player? Exactly. Adam McGuire's with us. Hope Jim and Hank are not allowed kids. Uh-oh. A Latin American slur? Did Kari T say wetback? Did she say wetback? Yes or no? Oh, you're a fucking asshat. Did you say that, Kari T? Kari T now claims to be one of the pathetic penniless people at Welsh News Network who's never given a single dime. You're just along for the perversion talk, right, Kari? You're a good Christian. You tune in every day to a pair of people, Welsh News Network and Blacka, that mock God, deny the existence of the Christ, the Messiah, who died for the sins of all men. And you show up there every day and cheer them on. That's amazing shit, Kari T. You're a good Christian, all right. Alan Killian wants to know if Kari T is Gloria Ad's cousin or Gia's sister. Probably Gloria Ad's cousin because she doesn't have Gia's money. Laura Rader says, nah, Alan Killian. Kari T is obsessed with Miss Mandy. There are a lot of people that are obsessed with Miss Mandy. Irish Demon is one of them.
How many months? Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, Dan. Are you? Can you not count that high? How many fingers, Dan? Hold up. 1, 2, 5, 10. How many months have we been at odds? Is that 22 months?
So are they actually at odds? Because apparently I know everything that he's talking about. So are they actually at odds, or is Johnny Plot from the O-Hole lying again? South Jersey Sasquatch says that phrase that I get paid for. Yeehaw! Mrs. Tom says at Adam McGuire, that's why, damn it, his secret is out. What did Adam say? Adam McGuire says Blue Bacon isn't acting. He's really that gay. And this Mrs. Tom confirms that Blue Bacon is a gay boy. Oh my God. There's a lot of shit going on here. Kari T, all caps again. Miss Mandy also thinks it's right to fuck refrigerator doors. Talk about sexual perversions. You believe that shit? Because Dan made up a fucking... Look at the last group of fucking shorts Dan's put out. They're all fucking bullshit. They're all lies. You believe his lies, Kari T. You're a good Christian. You believe a pathological liar who mocks God on a regular basis and denies that Christ exists. Wow, you are a great Christian. Oh my God. Laura Rader says, LOL, Atsumi. I'm having typo issues today, too. All right, back to the boar.
2 years? Fucking hell. 44 months. 8 months? Are you sure you can count that high? I don't think Dan knows how to count. I don't know how to count. Virgo says I better make sure I can get cash on delivery. Absolutely. Well, cash first, right? You're going to pay me first, and then I'll give you all the information you want. Yeah. Coded will use this on a stream. I'm sure he will. But here's the deal, Coded. 8 months. Okay, Dan, I can see. Yeah, you've got 8 fingers up. I don't know if you know how to. Did you have to take your shoes off too to count that high?
Dan didn't have 8 fingers up. If you go to the somebody's in my. I'm sorry. It says Irish Demon. You got to turn your camera on. Turn your camera on, bitch. I need to see you. Irish Demon says, I'm here, bitch. Well, turn your camera on, bitch. That was in the private chat thing. Turn your camera on. Oh, there you are. All right, bro. I'll bring you up. Hold on. I'll go big. You got to unmute yourself, bro. I can't unmute you. Put your camera on, please. You're up, bro. You got to unmute your own mic. You going to talk, or are you just sitting there eating Twinkies? What's going on? Demon, waiting for you. Unmute your microphone. Your mic isn't connected, Demon. My StreamYard studio says your mic isn't connecting. I'm waiting for you. Hey, Demon, what's going on, man? We saw you, bro. Your mic isn't hooked up. Unmute your mic. Are you just going to play games, bro? Like a child, or are you going to actually say something? Come on, Demon, get your tech in order. Oh, wow, you're fucking great. Wow, what an asshole. You're such a dickhead. Your whole crew is a bunch of fucking weasels. There you go, Kari T. There's your good Christian people that you hang out with. Wow, you're fucking great. You're just the best. Alan Killian says Johnny was going hard for a cut of coded.001 cell tower money week. Well, at least we got a picture of, Demon doing his homosexual shit. That was great. It's such fucking childish shit that's the games you play. That's Demon Squad right there. I'm sure they're all high-fiving and laughing now. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it was a video of Demon in a loop. I gave him a chance. Well, once again, he's too big a pussy to fucking face me man to man. He's a pussbag. Writes on, says, it amazes me this guy has that fired up and ready to go. Well, that's what they do. Carte Blanche says, what an asswipe. Resorting to porn. Great way to show who you are at Irish Demon. Why are they using your image, Demon? The invite was for Shuggy. Silly, 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 silly. Now we're going to lose the whole. Put up a banner. They want to strike the stream, put up a banner. They want to kill the chat. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to come right back on. We'll go right into the Johnny plot hole. They can't block everyone here, so porn bomb is the way to shut it down. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to redo a stream, and we'll be right back, and we'll go over the plot hole video. They want to kill the chat, because if I edit that part out, I'll lose the chat. So that's what they want to do. They want to lose the chat for the whole show. We'll be right back.